The light being the same, 50p. It's got to go. We've had it for ages. Let's buy them, sell them, put them on eBay. We don't mind.
She needs something doing with her hair. I'm not quite sure what style this is. Hello and welcome to the video. We went to a jumble sale recently, and whilst it wasn't the best jumble sale ever, I'll be honest, we did find a few interesting things. I took the GoPro and I filmed some footage, so I will put that in a minute so you can see me rummaging about finding stuff. And then stick around till the end and I'll show you in detail what I did find, show you some completed listings on eBay to get an idea of what the stuff might be worth. And also I'll talk about the item that I really should have picked up. There was something there that I should have bought and I didn't. So I'll see you after the GoPro footage and we'll talk about that. Hello. It's a little.
Yeah, whatever you
Oh, try not to break it.
That's alright, I tried to do that earlier.
I know, comes apart in your hand. Is that interesting for you? There's a little house thing.
Can I give that to you then? I've got more hands.
I've got more hands. I think we both got two.
Megan, have you got any newspaper?
No, I saw some underneath something.
Oh, I can see.
Somewhere.
Yeah, got it.
Thanks. Do you think I can read it?
Yeah, no reading.
Can I do the crossroad?
No.
There's loads of linens behind you. I really should have.
That's to our little fire going on.
So how do we do this? Do we pay you in here?
Yes, you can pay me in here.
Well, I think my wife's still looking for it.
That's all right, you can make a pile if you like.
Perfect. Do that for now. Oh, what are those couple of toys over there? Oh no, they're cool, aren't they? Got a stain on him. It has got eyelashes. That's quite odd. What does it say? Taste togs or something. Creepy doll.
They're 50p a stack. You like some for your summer holiday? Summer
I was just intrigued as to what they were. Just coffee
whole
cups.
huge box full. So we'll be selling some. We're using them in the summer to
Yeah.
put plants in. Hello, you alright? The light being the same 50p. It's got going. We've had it for ages.
Okay.
It's something that you have to have fixed by an electrician if you put them up now. But fine, sell them, put them on eBay, we don't mind. What have you got there?
I'm trying to. Can you stay out? You must be able to get into those pockets somehow. But my think it's the same.
Do you want that? Do you want them in a bag?
I'll add this to the pile. Thank you.
Hello, how are you? I'm fine.
That's to go with. I think you've moved my stuff over there for now.
Just
Thank you.
But that's nice paper. You've got different colours there, and that would go. If not, it'll end up at our.
Remember these things? Tommy. Tommy. What did they call them? Pocketeers, didn't they?
50 and 5 for the bag.
A sealed roll. There. I'll grab that. They're still gathering, believe it or not.
Alright, okay, well we like it.
Pop that there. Ooh. That's fine, thank you.
Okay, so 50 pence,
Yep.
152,
Yep.
253, 354,
Yep.
5, 6, 7.
7.
Yeah, I'll go and see if I can find you 50 pence.
Thank you.
How's that?
Perfect. I'll give you that.
Okay, there's your £3. Thank you very much.
Lovely. Cheers.
Do you want a piece of newspaper on that?
Yeah, if you've got one, that would be lovely.
Get a job in a chip shop.
Expertly done, yeah. Okay, thank you so much. Oh, mustn't forget.
Oh yeah, mustn't forget Tallulah.
Creepy doll. Oh, look at that.
Yeah.
So that was the footage I got. Hopefully you enjoyed that. And as you can see, we did find a few bits. Andrea bought 1 or 2 bits, and I think she shared them in a separate video on her channel. So I'm going to talk through the things I found and share some completed listings so you can see what these things might be worth. So roughly in the order that I found them, there was this little vintage chess set. It's a shame the label's peeling off and a bit damaged there. The make is KC. Don't know if that's going to show right in the corner there. It is complete, thankfully, so all the pieces are there. I think these are turned wooden pieces. Rather nice. Have some age to them. It's not a rare thing, it's a fairly common set, but they do sell. And as you can see on screen here, you're looking at up to £20, depending on condition. Mine, the box is a bit bashed, so maybe I'll be looking at 15 on that. I also picked up a vintage set of dominoes, which are also complete, but I don't think there's much in this. I would suggest completed on this set are £5 to £10 at best, so not a lot in it. Out of the two, the one you would be better off picking up is the chess set. So that was those. Nothing amazing, but nice things. There was hardly any media there. Normally I make a beeline for the media and toys and games. There just really wasn't much of that sort of stuff. But I did find a couple of CDs. I found a Sgt. Pepper. This is going to go into a bundle. I'm slowly building up another Beatles bundle. These were from elsewhere. I've got Past Masters, Help, and Anthology 1. I sold a bundle of Beatles stuff recently. I can't remember, maybe it was 12 albums or something like that, and that went for £50 within a day. So they are worth picking up and bundling together. So that was that one. Now, price-wise, I didn't realise when we were there, it wasn't really explained very well, but everything was 50p. I didn't realise that until I had a chat with one of the ladies and then realised no matter what you were looking at, you know, a CD or an entire ceiling light, everything was 50p, right? So the pricing was good. And the only other item of media I picked up was this Andrea's Scholl CD, just because it looked obscure and interesting, which sometimes pays off. This one, not so much. It's probably only worth £4 at best. So that was the entirety of my media purchases. Next, you would have seen me looking at some dolls, and I only bought one of them in the end. This one, she needs something doing with her hair. I'm not quite sure what style this is. It is ceramic feet and hands and head. So I didn't really know what I was buying, but I looked at the back of her neck and she had a maker's mark on there. And I figured, yeah, I'll give it a go. The others looked much more sort of cheap and cheerful. This one looked like it may have had a bit of value, might be something special. So I went for it, and at 50p, why not? So I have looked into that particular doll called Sarah, and yeah, 15 to 20. Some completed at 20 it's supposed to come with a little teddy bear, I think, and that sort of stuff. Mine doesn't look in the best of condition. Certainly need to sort the hair out. But maybe £15, so not terrible, but not amazing. So there was that creepy doll. I think after I found the dog, you would have seen I looked at a load of Costa coffee cups and completely dismissed them. There's a market for those. They sell, and they were selling great big bags full. They looked like there might have been 20 or 30 in a bag, and they had a whole fruit crate full of them at 50 pence a stack. At that price, I should have been buying everything. Because if you look on eBay, there's quite a strong market for them, and I could have sold that whole fruit crate for some pretty good money. But I didn't. I should have done, but I didn't. Yeah, let me know. Would you have bought those? Normally, when I see something like that, I will step back and look it up on my phone if I'm really unsure. Do I want a whole fruit crate of Costa coffee cups? But I should have done, and I didn't. Completely dismissed them. But there you go. Next, I looked at the ceiling lights. I think this was the point I realised everything was 50p. And I was really thinking, now, these look so dated. They look very early 2000s, maybe late 90s. They are from BHS. And there are these 5 bulb ceiling lights, kind of like a modern chandelier type of thing. They are actually brass in colour. This one has just been sun faded. They are all the same, but this one still has its colour on, so you can see it's kind of a brass effect. I don't think they are actually brass. Yeah, I wasn't sure, and then she said they're 50 pence each. I was like, you know what, I think I'll take a chance. And I think I'm going to do okay on these. I can't find this exact Sonata one on eBay, but used 5 bulb ceiling light fittings like that, used ones, are selling anywhere in a sort of 20 to 30 price bracket for used ones. Now these, the boxes are battered and faded and what have you, but they are sealed in their packets inside, unused, uninstalled. So who knows? I'll probably put them on at 30 or maybe a bit beyond and just see what happens. Yeah, it's going to be an interesting one, but at 50p I could not leave those behind. So that we shall see how we do on those. Yeah, vintage BHS ceiling lights. And then after that, I didn't pick a great deal up. Apart from these. Now these take me back to when I first started selling on eBay back in the late 90s, early 2000s, and I was finding a lot of this sort of stuff. These are Tommy Pocketeers. There's a whole, that's upside down. There's a whole series of these. And I used to find them all the time. Haven't seen any for quite a while. So 50p each. Can you see it says Pocketeers at the top there? And you should be able to see the Tommy branding. Maybe. It's not focusing. Anyway, this is Cat and Mouse. As you can see here, here's a completed one at 15 without a box. I found a few boxed ones that people have been selling at about 20. So there's a strong collector's market for these. Now I bought 2. This poker one is not as sought after. Probably looking at 5 to 10 on that. I'm thinking I'm going to pair these up at £20 for the pair. Like that. So they weren't bad for £1 for the pair. Everything was 50p, remember? Yeah, I'm going to list them as a pair for 20. And then the only other thing that I picked up, Andrea did buy some ceramics and stuff, but the only other thing that I found was some wallpaper, and I haven't managed to find any completed examples of this. It's Next brand, if I can find it for you. Next wallpaper, originally there, £15, and it's kind of a newspaper design. I'll give it a go. I'll get it listed. If it doesn't sell, I will use it for void fill. At 50 pence, that's some pretty cheap void fill anyway for packaging, right? So I can't really lose out on that. So there you go. It was not much of a haul. There wasn't much stuff there. I'm quite pleased with what I managed to find, considering the small selection of stuff that there was on offer. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. I'll share another Jumble sale video up here if you want to carry on watching. Till next time, ta-ra.